In this video, I'll show you how to use the wysiwyg editor in AllProWebTools. With AllProWebTools, you can use the wysiwyg editor to edit the content in your web pages, emails, blog posts, and even your task notes. wysiwyg stands for what you see is what you get, and it simply means that what you are viewing in the editor is how the final product is going to look. For now, I'm going to go to the Add button on the top menu and select Web Page. This will let me create a brand new web page using the wysiwyg editor to add my content. And remember, this is the same editor that's found in other places in the AllProWebTools console, such as when you're adding task notes or creating an email. This editor is very similar to some email editors that you may have used in the past. To add text, simply click inside the editor and start typing. I've already copied some text that I'm going to put in here by pressing Ctrl-V. First of all, I can do some basic editing with this text. I can select a word and make it bold, or I can make it italic, or I can make it underlined. I can also select everything in this editor by pressing Ctrl-A, and I can change the alignment of this text by making it either align left, center, align right, or justify. I can also go up and press the bullet icon to create a bulleted list. And I simply press Enter twice when I'm finished. If I want a numbered list instead, I can do that as well. I can select this second paragraph here, and under Font Family, I have a selection of different fonts I could use, and I can also change the font size as well. In addition, I can change the background color of this text and the text color itself. I can also add some special formatting by selecting the text and clicking on this Format button. Under Headers, I can select a specified header size, and the text will automatically resize itself and format it to look like a heading. The theme you use will affect exactly what these headers look like. And don't forget, this editor has a spell check feature you can activate by going under Tools and selecting Spell Check as you type. In addition to the text, you can also add images. Start by placing your cursor where you want the image to appear. And then you can click the Insert Image button right here. Next, click on the little browsing icon. This will bring up a list of all the images and files you have uploaded to your AllProWebTools console. Simply select the one you want to insert and click OK. First thing I'm going to do is select this picture so I can change the alignment just like I did with the text. I can align it left, right, or center. I can also change the location of the image by dragging it and moving the cursor to the new location I would like the picture to end up. Notice the cursor bar right after the orange background text. That's where this image is going to end up. I can also select this image and drag the corners to resize it. If I want more control, I can right-click on the image and click on Insert Image. From here, I can adjust the size of the picture by typing in the exact dimensions I like. I can also add an image description, which will appear as pop-up text when a user hovers their mouse over top of the picture. And if I need to add space around the picture, I can go to this Advanced tab, and I can add blank space either on the top and bottom of the picture or on the left and right. I'm going to go ahead in vertical space and put in a 10. This means there will be 10 pixels of extra space on the top and the bottom of the picture. Right now, my horizontal space is set to auto because I centered this picture. But if my picture were located someplace else on the page, I could use this horizontal space to add blank space to the left and the right of the picture. When I'm done, simply click OK, and we can see that the picture is a little bit smaller and there's a little bit extra space on the top and on the bottom. In addition to pictures, you can also insert videos. Again, place your cursor where you want the video to appear, and then come up to the menu and click on this Insert YouTube Video. Uploading your videos to YouTube first is the best way to get them onto your website. From here, you can search for the YouTube video you want and select it, or if you have the URL, you can simply paste it in here. When you're finished, go ahead and click Insert and Close. And I can highlight this video and again change the alignment to appear where I want on the page. If you're editing an email, we recommend not putting videos in the email, but instead simply putting in a link to the video. To create a link, once again, place the cursor where you want the link to appear, and on the menu, click the link button. A dialog will pop up asking you the information for the link. simply paste in the URL you're using. In this case, I'm putting in a YouTube video. And then you can change the text to display so that the text that appears is not the same as the URL. You can add a title which will appear as pop-up text when somebody hovers their mouse over the link. And you can also change the target to change how the link opens. Typically, if the link is going to stay on your website, you want the target set to none. But if this link is going to open up a new website, for instance, this link is going outside to YouTube, you would want to select New Window. Selecting a new window makes it so that this link will open up in a new tab for the user. When you're finished creating your link, simply click OK. And now I have a text link on my web page. But I'm not restricted to using text hyperlinks. I can also turn an image into a link as well. So I'll scroll up, and I'll select the image I already put in here, and then right-click on the image, and choose Insert Link. Just like before, it's going to ask for a URL. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the same YouTube video. And once again, I can add a title and change the target if needed. And when I'm finished, click OK. For users who are comfortable with HTML code, the wysiwyg editor has some neat features for you as well. Up on the menu bar under View, you can select Show Blocks. This will show in the editor what HTML block each piece of content is contained in. For instance, I can see this is contained in a UL block, and that this is contained in an H2 block. I can also click on this little bracket button here and view and edit the source code for this page. And when I'm finished editing, I'll simply click OK, and any changes I made would appear in the editor. And if you're also comfortable with custom CSS, we can scroll up, go to Settings, and Administrator, and under the Theme Editor box, click on Style Sheet. Here I can change the style sheet for my website by adding custom CSS. That'll affect my entire site. Now that I'm done using the editor, let's click on the Preview button on the top menu bar and go to My First Page, and we can see the page that I created.